Why play true? Play true for joy. Play true for respect. Play true for fairness, for inclusion, with pride, with courage, for sport, for equity, for community. Play true for life. So many reasons to play true. What's yours?
このシャツのね最大の特徴は他のシャツと違ってノーギアとフルギアが全く同じ形でできることだと思います。他のシャツは、ノーギアとフルギアで少しアレンジが必要だと思うんですけど全く同じでできるっていうことで、どんな方でも使うことができるんじゃないかと思います。そしてもう一つね決定的に違うポイントがあります。このシャツはトップよりボトムの方が軽く感じることができます。普通はトップが軽くボトムが重くなるはずなんですけど、スムーズにボトムまで、重さを感じずにできることができるのでより、重い重量が扱うことができるんじゃないかと思います。
So this is Mick back again. Put up with my dulcet tones, and we have Alex here, who's we've both lifted, we've both done our bit, and going to chatter away about the lifting. So we've got George Parker coming up with 205 kilos. He comes from South Africa. How are you feeling, Alex?
No, I'm fine.
Good.
I'm good. I think, well, we're going to have to rely on the monitor because the referees are right in front of us, so we don't have the best view on the squat depth from the monitor, but we'll do our best.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that one was...
It looked pretty good from here.
Yeah. Well, when you're that deep, yes.
Yeah, any deeper, I think you need a fish line.
Yeah, no, yeah.
There's 3 white lines.
That looked almost... that was as deep as a raw squat. So.
Yeah, brilliant.
So...
Next we've got Japanese lifter, Ogawa or something. 230 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, Ogawa Mitsuhisha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll help you out with that.
There's some awesome lifters.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, the Japanese have a history of great lifters.
Absolutely.
I can only remember 1 or 2 in the heavyweights and super heavyweights over the years. I think the biggest lifters go to other sports like sumo and I don't know what else, rugby.
Yeah.
I know some of them playing rugby right now in Japan.
Yeah, sure. But it's also a pretty good grounding for the sport as well. Cause
yes.
They pretty much all do weights as well.
Yeah.
And they're fast with it. That's the scary bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Clock's counting. He's running out of time. Now he's got the signal. And he's 7 seconds to go. That looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, that looked nice.
Yeah,
let's see.
Very controlled, very strong.
Yes. All right.
And 3 white lines.
Well, I think that's always been one of the hallmarks of Japanese lifting. They really work on the technical aspect of lifting.
Very much, yeah. You see a lot of this technique where they sort of start the descent and then drop the brakes completely off.
Right.
And it goes down like a missile.
I mean...
And you need keen brakes to stop it, though.
Yeah, yes. I don't have those brakes.
Yeah,
no.
All that confidence.
Right. No. Daniel Elmore from the United States, 5 years, has been competing 5 years. And
that's quite a short time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, I think.
Look nice. Very solid.
Yeah. And. Oh, okay.
2-1.
Someone didn't like it.
No. That'd be this referee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that. Well, one of the things I was noticing, I know for some of the Americans, certainly because I know them, is that they were listing number of years competing, but actually that was and I talked to them, and that was number of years lifting. That we have, most of our American masters now have been competing for under 10 years, a lot of them just 3 to 5. And I know I was talking to world champion Natalie Farrar. She just won a couple of days ago, multiple times world champion.
Natalie's been around a while.
I've known Natalie for 20-something years, and she said same with the French team, that a lot of their veterans that I lifted against as an M1 or an M2 have been replaced by people with 3 to 6 years of experience, and I think, quite frankly, it's because they have what I call a young body. They haven't, I mean, I've been at World Championships since the 80s, so my body is really beaten up. So let's see what Jorn C. Page from South Africa can do on his opener.
250 kilos and made it look like an opener.
Yeah, that's very nice. For those of you who are not kilo people,
and
that's about 550 pounds.
2-1 the opposite way. Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Got Guido Nieland from Germany, 252.5 kilos. Get some impressive weights now.
Yeah, so when you're competing, the last 3 lifters yesterday and this gentleman today on the German team have all had 1 year, and they've all done exceptionally well. So I don't know who's coaching them, but whoever's coaching them has been doing an outstanding job.
Yeah.
And they've replaced some German lifters that I lifted against as M2s, M3s, M1 on the team.
Yeah. And in he goes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I'm not either. Let's see what the referees have to say.
Oh, they liked it. There you go. Well, our eye line is quite low here, isn't it?
Yes.
So it is difficult to tell, but it's it seemed, shall we say, an economical squat.
Right. Yes. Now, one thing I've noticed at this World Championship, and I think it's because there is so many equipped lifters who do not have a lot of years of experience, is coaches giving more down calls and up calls than any World Championship I've ever coached in or lifted in.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me.
Yeah,
We've got
wouldn't work for me either.
Mohammed Mareed from Egypt here, 270 kilos. That's some opener. He's also a referee. He's a Cat 2 referee that has been working this week. Bit wobbly. And in, and in, and in, and in. And up he comes.
That looked close.
It looked very hard for an opener.
Yeah.
And 3 red lights.
Okay.
Oh dear, we've got 2 for depth, and we've got maybe
I think
locked out. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my. That's what it looked like on the screen.
Knees looked a bit soft, didn't they?
Yeah. But it's nice to have more of the. I mean, even though we are in Africa, it's nice to have more of the Africa and Asian countries, Middle Eastern countries, Middle Eastern and African countries participating.
They're coming in.
Yeah, and I like it. And they're also taking the referees' tests and passing. So
Absolutely.
I think it's good. I think it's good that we're expanding the horizons of the federation.
Oh, we've got Kim Dahl Hansen from Denmark. He's been around a long time.
Yeah.
He's come out on 292.5. This is massive.
This is massive.
93 kilos, the same body weight as myself. 48 years old, so he's still Masters 2, but no, he's Masters 1.
Masters 1.
Masters 1, yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you open with this?
I mean, you'd have to be very confident.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have opened just with 290 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're obviously happy with it. In he goes.
Well, it didn't look hard.
It didn't, did it?
No.
The question is,
let's
was
see
it
if it was.
deep enough?
Yeah.
It didn't look deep enough either.
Okay, be that way.
No.
Well, it wasn't.
Referees were unhappy with it. One's gone for lockout, one's gone for depth. So 2-1 failure.
That was
Might see a coach heading across the platform.
Yeah. Maybe not. Okay, I guess not.
Got Dal McLaren from the USA next on 300 kilos. Now we are getting some serious weight.
Yes. So.
660 pounds for
that's pretty serious.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
pretty.
That's right around Colleen's weight, isn't it, Colleen?
They put this on
Didn't you open at 600?
They put this on my squat bar. I'd be out the door like a rat.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
I wouldn't. I just walk up to it, look at it, let the clock go down to 0, and then just bow to the referees and walk off.
So that I say, yes, I want 300 kilos of the bar. Yes, that looks nice. And then it's time to go. And in he goes.
Oh,
very, very solid.
But
Was it deep?
Didn't look shallow.
Look
Well,
easy.
Okay, I guess not.
2-1 they've given it.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I think so. That was.
It's very difficult with this low eye line.
Yes, it is. Yes, and Colleen and I were struggling yesterday because of it. It's when you're underneath. Although someone, you'll appreciate this since we're both referees.
Yep.
Someone came over to me with a video that they took from the audience.
That old cherry, yeah. We see a lot of those. I always say to them,
And
so
they-
where was your camera? And they say,
Yes, that's what I
I'm
did.
at the back of the hall. And I say, so it wasn't sat on this seat, just on the platform,
Yeah.
and it wasn't wearing this tie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, wow. I said,
Oh, a bit of a wobbly takeout.
Yes,
There.
wow.
This is Cyril Valiant from France. It's probably completely the wrong pronunciation. Maybe it's Cyril.
well, he's
Very solid.
Very solid. Very nice.
Yeah.
I think not quite deep
No.
enough.
No.
Sad referee's not given the death.
Well,
Sounds like it's unpopular with the audience, but
And,
failures usually are.
if you can hear the boos, that is the French contingent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Natalie is just headed for the jury table
Well, yes. And,
and was sent away.
yeah.
So
Well-
they evidently agreed.
Well, knowing Natalie, as long as I have, she wouldn't have walked up if she didn't really believe it was borderline and could have gone to her lifter. She
It
is
didn't look like a serious
no,
stuff.
no, but she's not one of those coaches that just
No, there are some that do.
yeah,
No names mentioned.
that just decides to go up and say, hey.
No. This is George Parker from South Africa. He's on his second attempt.
Yeah, he had a nice solid opener,
Very
an easy opener.
Oh, very deep. Oh, no.
No, not this one.
No.
Not today.
No.
No.
Maybe a little too deep, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Much deeper, and it would have been an Olympic level.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a nice depth for a snatch.
Yes.
Here's Daniel Elmore.
And we're now going to 242.5 kilos. This would be for Daniel Elmore, again from US. Got a big team here this year.
Yeah, this
Alex?
is. Yeah, we do.
I think
A
you're
lot
the
of
biggest team.
yeah, a lot of first timers.
Yeah. They're the scary ones.
Yeah, they are.
And they come, as you say, from all sorts of backgrounds. And some of them,
Right.
we see rugby players coming into powerlifting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're pretty awesome.
Well, I would say that.
I always say they're crazier than we are. And that's what's going to
Well, yeah, that's going some.
That's
I'm
going
not sure I
some.
want to go that far. I mean,
But their mindset is very similar.
yeah.
Come on.
Oh, no.
No,
No, it's just too heavy.
no lift. Well,
Again, nice and deep.
I think here in South Africa, they developed probably the greatest ex-rugby player powerlifter I've ever seen, and one of the greatest powerlifters I ever saw on a world stage, and that's Alan Ferguson.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. A legend.
Yes, and deservedly so.
Yes.
I mean, he was someone I would literally, if they'd asked me to, pay to watch lift.
Absolutely. And,
He amazing lifter, really strong,
yeah.
smooth, and also one of the nicest people I ever met in our sport.
Definitely.
Just
And then we have
a
Japanese
terrific guys. Yes.
It's,
So let's see
Mr.
what.
Hisa.
Let's see. He
He's
had a
got
nice strong opener.
very much so. 250 kilos on the bar. Got his opener in, so he's on the board. Strong setup. And he gets the signal. A little wobbly.
Let's see.
Not sure if he was
but
locked.
I thought he got in there. Oh no!
No,
I guess
there's a little yellow on there.
I.
Not sure what
Well,
we're seeing on the
perhaps.
yellow.
Well, it's hard looking at the screen.
We've got a depth on this side.
Yeah. Well, perhaps when he wobbled, he also went up and down a little.
Then you would have. Yes, of course, yellow.
But
is
that would have
still
been a blue.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. What can I tell you? We don't know.
The jury are overturning it.
Overturning.
Yeah, the jury are
It was
overturning
a
it.
good lift.
They're saying it was good left.
He's overturned the previous lift. It was filed. It is now paused, overturned by the jury. Previous lift is overturned by the jury. Bar is loaded for Bronte Page.
Okay.
Bar is loaded.
The jury, for those that not been in the situation, if you like, the police on the platform. So the jury give the final decision on the referee's decision. They've got a slightly different eye line. In order to overturn it, it's got to be unanimous. So all of the jury have to agree that maybe it was too harsh, or sometimes it's too lenient. They have the ability either direction. Normally, if it's a fouled lift, there has to be a appeal, though.
Yeah, which I actually like that.
Yes, I think it's correct.
When
I'm not comfortable with appealing a fouled lift on another. Past lift of another.
Right, I'm not either.
No.
But
And this
let's
is
see
Page.
how Mr. Page has done, and he 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Another 3.
Yeah, got another yellow.
I don't know what they're seeing, but I'm sure you remember. I remember
Well, it's
when the only thing a jury could do is, if they disagreed with the referees on the platform, is give you a relift.
yes. Which when you lifted the damn thing once, it's usually too much. Too much.
Especially at a world championship.
Absolutely.
We're going to give you a relift.
Right, this is the Egyptian lifter. He's missed his opener. He's got 270 kilos on the bar. It's a great deal of weight.
Yes,
He's got the depth. Oh no, too much.
No.
Oh dear. I think it started too heavy.
absolutely.
Sorry, no,
Because it's a fouled lift, we get 3 yellows.
Yes,
Last table of 250, change the rack height.
well,
For Netherlands from Germany.
Now we've got Guido from Germany.
Bar loaded for
Also got 270 kilos on the bar. He got his opener in, and he looked very good.
yeah, I did. Let's see what he's
Quite
got.
an athletic looking lifter.
Yeah.
In he goes.
I say no lift.
No, I don't think
He's
so.
off balance.
Yes.
Not deep enough.
Yeah, we got a depth. And
Yeah.
He's got a couple of yellows
And
there.
well, he took a little step there. That I
Yeah.
saw.
He was going backwards, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Spotters took it very well as well. Very safe out there.
Yes. I think they've been doing a terrific job.
Spot on. Yeah.
I think you can always tell when spotters are doing a terrific job because people are not yelling at them, coaches are not yelling at them, referees are not yelling at them. No, I've been very, very impressed with the job they're doing.
Yes, I have as well. We've got Kim Dahl next from Denmark. 295 kilos on the bar. Unfortunately, he didn't get it first time out.
Yeah,
Now the pressure's on.
it certainly is. I'm surprised. This is a lot of red
It's a massive weight.
so early on.
Yeah. The guy's same body weight as I am, and
I mean, in first and second attempts, this is
yeah.
very unusual at a world championship to see this.
Yes. Generally speaking, you always reckon to get one on the board,
Right.
and then you can start playing. It sits in. Got the depth, I think.
Okay, well,
I think that was a good lift.
yeah, I
looks
think
like
so
it, doesn't
too.
it?
Let's take a look.
Really grounded out. Yeah, 2-1.
I mean,
It looked pretty good. It's difficult to see from here.
Difficult to see. Yeah, he leans over quite a bit.
but usually at a world championship, both the quality of the athletes and the quality of the coaches, people are going to make first and second attempts.
Very savvy coaches.
Yeah, so this is very unusual to
Yeah.
see this many misses.
Yeah. Especially at this point.
Yeah,
Last lifts, yeah, okay. You're
yeah, I know, but this is,
working on the premise that the first one's one you can do for 2 in the gym.
yeah.
The second one's one for the team, and the last one's the one you really came in the door
Well, I'm a coward, so my first one is something I can do 3 with.
Ah, well, you're a little more cautious than I am.
Yeah, yes, I am.
But I'm not good at reps. Very solid, but I didn't look
call
very
that-
deep.
He looked high. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks strong. I think he could go down more.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not struggling with the weight.
No. Now got Dale McLaren. He's coming out on 3:10 for his second attempt. Got his first one in, so he's on the board. Then he can play the game.
Yeah.
The inimitable Johnny Graham is on the platform, giving
Yes.
him the coaching.
One of the considered one of the best coaches in the world,
Absolutely.
and
You don't mess with Johnny.
no.
Oh, excuse me. Johnny says you can do it, you can do it. Right. And in Dale goes.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I don't
that
know.
looked like a half squat to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
and the
didn't think
referees
so.
thought the same.
That's
Might need an up command.
Unfortunately, it's very easy to talk yourself into a depth when you're out on that platform.
I cannot remember the last time I was at a world championship or any international competition as a coach or lifter where on second attempts
With so
more
many.
than half the lifters missed their second attempt.
Absolutely.
That's horrific.
I think one of the things that they might not be taking into account is we're at 4,000 feet here, Alex.
Yeah.
And the air is a bit thinner. I noticed it certainly being the excess matter.
Well, for me, it's thicker. I live in Denver, which is at 5280, a mile high. So.
Well, lucky you.
Yes, I know. I am lucky.
I lifted at Aurora, and that was a reach.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not my favorite venue. Okay, and George,
Yeah,
no.
George has missed it. Wow.
Good job, spotters and loaders. They
Yeah.
are really doing a fabulous job.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, very safe out there. So George has only got his opener in, but at least he's got one on the board.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Elmore is coming out for the United States. He also got his opener.
Yeah.
Also missed his second. Let's see if he can get it corrected for this.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Just 2.5 kilos from his personal best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I have seen a couple of lifters where they've punched 20 kilos above their personal best here.
yes. Yes.
That's
Which is very nice to see.
scary.
It is scary. But
Of course, I've got to that point in life now where it's not so much personal best as trying not to lose too much.
yeah, exactly.
I call it a controlled retreat.
Speed, good speed. Come on, elbows.
Oops.
It's Elmore. It's
I
oh
hope
dear.
he's okay.
Oh dear. I think he's just thrown up as well.
All right,
And
good
it's-
lift.
Well, he got the lift.
Got
Yeah.
to lift 2 to 1.
Good job.
Unfortunately, the loaders have got a mess on the platform to clear up.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure whether it's the right phrase, but one of the jury has just thrown in the towel.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think no.
It was my first Worlds, 2014 or 15 in Orlando.
Yep.
And he was from either Great Britain or Canada, going for a world record, master's record.
Yep.
And went to lean over, get ready to pull, and
Out it came.
out it came. And
Yeah, under pressure.
And it just pulled or just flowed until he came to the top. He was not going to give that record up.
Well, that's good.
Not
Did he-
one. Yeah, it was
Did he
amazing.
get it? Did he get it?
Yes, he got it.
Fantastic.
Yes. Okay, that's what counts. All right. Let's see.
Exactly.
Now we have the Japanese lifter, I'm going to have another go at this.
All right. Go for it.
Yeah, it's Mr. Hisa.
One of the few who's gotten his first two. He looked very solid on both of them.
Fantastic style.
Yes.
And he's got 260 kilos on the bar, which I cannot even imagine.
So that's for
And in
the
he goes.
kilo challenge. Is about 575 pounds.
Oh, good. Oh, no.
And,
Oh, no.
Okay, well, he was kilo challenged on that one.
He turned it around, but it
Yes.
ran out of steam.
He didn't quite.
It's very brave, though.
Muhammad, we need to get behind Muhammad.
Yes.
All you listeners out there.
Trying to get the audience behind him now. Muhammad's come a long way. And he's got 270 kilos, now missed it twice. When you miss it once, the pressure's on. The last time, you just cannot believe how much pressure there is involved here. It's all of the training, all of the information. It's all gone out the window now. He's running on blind panic now.
I'd like to see a little speed in his squat.
Yeah,
That would help.
taking it out. Got it set. Looks determined. And in he goes. And he goes. And he goes.
Nope.
Oh,
Well, but he
natural
bends
elbows.
over.
No, no, no.
I don't. He's gonna-
Grounded out. I don't think it's locked. It's not locked. Let's see what the referees say. Oh dear.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
disappointing.
He got one of everything.
Yeah. He's got a full house. So he's got.
Well-
he's got a depth. And yeah. I
But,
think
you know,
that
I've-
lift you can see what it Chevy is and see, can't you?
Well, the problem is lifters who do good mornings, unless they get their hips very far down before they do the good morning like that,
Yeah.
your hips come up as soon as you do that.
Yep.
So unless you're extra deep and then when it comes up, you're still below parallel.
Yeah. You got a problem.
Yeah.
And it
'cause
was beginning to fold him, wasn't it?
yeah, he folded too soon and his hips came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I've seen some great back squatters like that, but they can get deep before they fold.
Absolutely. This Guido from Germany.
Okay, that one looked good.
Very strong, very
I
smooth.
say depth.
And
Well,
not deep enough,
okay.
unfortunately. 2 red lines. That's a
All
shame.
right.
It
These
looked
guys-
very strong.
These guys are being. I
Got Page next from South Africa, 272.5.
Yes.
He's already got 2 in. It's one of the rarity in this
right.
group.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's going to go 3 out of 3.
I would like that. To have
Yeah.
someone go 3 out of 3.
It was nice. It looks like there's appeal coming from the German faction. No,
No, it's
I can
not
see
gonna
shaking of
happen.
the heads. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that was quick. No.
One thing we have got a good eye line from is
Yeah.
the jury.
Yes. Yeah, that's like. Yeah, that's not happening. That was not going to happen.
You can read him very well.
Yes.
Right, let's see if Page has got a third one in him. 272.5 kilos. This is actually the biggest weight I've ever deadlifted.
Okay.
Back when I was younger and fitter and
No.
not so frail. Look high from here, but let's see what the
Yeah,
referees say.
it's going to be close.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 1 lines. As I say, we can't tell from here very well.
That's
Three out of 3.
3 out of 3. The first one.
I think he's the only one at the moment, isn't he?
Yes, he's the only one so
Yeah.
far.
Everybody else has got a lump of red.
Actually, he's going to be the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's
Now
unbelievable, not in a good way.
we've got Cyril from France. 300 kilos.
Now, this gentleman has been very strong on his
Yeah.
first 2. Very controlled, and
I say his opener
I
is
think-
just a tad too heavy.
I think he's got the strength to take it down. I'm
Yeah.
not sure he's
Right.
got the confidence to because
Yeah,
he's coming up quickly. I mean, he's
Right.
not struggling on the up.
it's not a problem, is it?
he could
anyway.
use a little more speed as well.
It's settled it.
Settle.
Let's see what he's got.
Oh, man.
It's going to be close. close.
Gonna be close again.
See if they give it to him.
No.
Oh, no.
Here goes Natalie.
Here goes Natalie.
Here goes Natalie.
He better get some tips from Natalie when he gets home,
Oh, yes.
because she doesn't miss squats.
She's deserved. No, there you go. This head shaking.
No, she said no. They said no. It's not happening.
That's 2 bombed in this group.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yes, and unusual.
Yeah.
At a world championship.
Absolutely. These are experienced people.
Bar is loaded. Handle.
It's tragic because it's come a long way. And,
Yeah,
and get absolutely nothing.
I hate to see that.
No points for the team.
Poor.
I hate to see it for the individual. It's
too.
it's
They also can't take a world
it's,
record.
it's
or-
heartbreaking. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of the reasons it's heartbreaking is you don't know if you're ever going to be back at a world championship,
Absolutely.
and it's a very special competition to be able to lift in and to
Absolutely. Yeah.
not do your best, regardless of what level of lifter you're at, is
I think we've all
It's
done it for some
heartbreaking.
reason or other, but you just want to go somewhere and beat your head against the wall or something.
yes,
I did bomb
Yes.
out in nationals one year in the squat, and
Not sure about that one from Kim.
so disappointing.
no, yes, yeah.
No. 3
Whoa,
reds.
okay.
3 reds. So we've got not locked and the other 2 for depth, eh?
Okay, well,
And we've got Dale up next for 310.
Everyone, reach in.
He's the last lifter in this group, and then we'll be playing straight on with group 2, I think.
Bar is loaded for Down McLaren from USA.
And oddly enough, his opening squat is the best squat of this flight.
yeah,
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah. The only one he's got, but
Yes,
it's
well,
a hell of a squad.
Right.
anyone who could have competed against him missed.
Exactly.
Well,
And we've got a lot of colds and things, so it makes you wonder. One of my lifters is actually bombs, and it's very unusual.
hmm
And she was distraught.
Oh, Maureen.
It was no. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be close again.
I would
It is.
say he had good
Yeah.
speed, so
He did.
may not give the judges
Whoa.
the
2 to 1.
Okay.
Hey, 310.
Very good.
Wow.
Ball will go down to 225.
Right, we've got 8 lifters in the second group here. And we start off on all the way down to 225 kilos, which is all the way down 15 kilos more than I can ever done.
Nice to see 2
Okay.
full flights of
Yeah.
the
Yes.
93s and 105s.
This is Jorgen coming out.
Yes.
Very good friend of mine.
I just counted. There were 15 misses and only 12 made in that first flight.
Yeah.
I literally have never seen that.
It's funny how it happens. It's almost like catching, isn't it?
Yeah,
An ambitious group.
Yes. Over ambitious, maybe.
you're such a nice person.
That looked very solid from Jorgen.
Yeah, very.
We traveled in from
Yeah, got a 2 to
Joker
1.
with the Jorgens
Yeah, and
and
Eva.
Eva. You know, very nice.
Awesome lifter. Absolutely awesome, she is.
Graham Greene, not the British author, lifting for South Africa.
His namesake, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. 6 years competing, 41.
Just a Masters one, then.
Yeah,
This is
Fairly
his year.
new.
Should be his year. 240 kilos on the
Wow.
bar.
He's only start opening at 5 kilos less than his personal best.
Okay.
well, that's good.
That's excellent.
Maybe he wasn't trying on his personal best.
Maybe. That would be-
About 530 pounds for those of you who are wondering.
Yes, it's a lump.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
wow.
no, that
Great.
was
Well, if it was deep enough,
dang.
that
It
was
was
awesome.
Yeah,
Look at
that
that,
was.
3 white lights. Lovely.
That's the way a squad should look.
Yeah, yeah.
I want mine to look like that.
You and me both.
Yeah, Robert Chechia.
240 kilos on my back.
Or
That's an unusual name from Czech
Czechia.
Republic. Roberts? isn't
Yes, they changed the name of the country to,
it? Czechia.
yeah.
Yeah. It's still Czech Republic.
I don't know.
So it's called Czechia, not the Czech Republic
No,
now?
they changed their name.
I thought,
Oh,
Officially, they changed the name.
I thought Czechia was the Czech name for it.
Czechia.
Because it used to be Czechoslovakia, but
Yeah.
they peeled off Slovakia.
Yeah, and it was the Czech Republic, and now a couple of years ago they changed the name to this.
Lifted lots of pills and love pills.
Yes, and now you know.
And then as a race, they're very nice people. It's very friendly. 260 kilos. Well, the coach called it up.
I think this
Nice
is.
lift.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be close. Oh,
2-1. That was a bit tight.
yeah. Jason Johnson from the United States. He has 2 sons and a daughter. They all lift. His sons both won last year in junior. In juniors world championships, as I remember.
All in the family.
His daughter came in, I think, 5th at Worlds last year.
Wow.
And I think she's on the open team again this year. So, yes. In fact, he started powerlifting because his children did.
Right.
Because
Well, he's been competing for 34 years.
that's not what he told me. He's been lifting weights, but he started competing when his children did, so that he could keep his children company when they were training.
Ooh, very, very nice, smooth style.
Yes.
Easy.
And the referees say
Nice
3
strong
white lines.
focus.
Yes. They liked it too.
Michael Coulter. Michael Coulter. So, I saw Michael talking to this young boy sitting there, and I said, Michael, is that your son? And he said, no, that's my grandson. And the reason I asked him, because I sort of lost track of time, because I met Michael at the United States Championships when he was a junior.
Wow.
And it never occurred to me he was old enough to have a grandson. Well, he is
It's
old enough.
nice big strong takeout, 275 kilos.
He's very solid. Good technique.
Lovely technique. Yeah.
His big lift is the deadlift. He's a huge deadlifter.
And 3 white lines.
And since we were talking about throwing up on the platform earlier, he used to have a girlfriend, not his wife, another girlfriend, that before every squat in competition, she would throw up into a bucket.
What?
Yes.
Oh, because her nerves. She was
Yeah.
just nervous to watch
Yes,
her husband.
every competition, nationals and worlds.
That's nerves. We got Daniel now from
Yes,
Romania.
yes.
287.5 kilos. Another big opener.
I'm sure she received a golden bucket for Christmas or
Yeah,
something.
Right.
Oh, I should come back to that in a moment.
Yeah,
And
yes.
in he goes.
More down calls.
Very, very solid. Very
Yes,
solid.
that was.
And 3 white lines. I used to worry about being nervous before competitions.
I think we need to pass a rule getting rid of down calls. Just
Yeah.
let's
Why?
Well, some people need it.
because
So I used to worry.
I'm not a nice person.
I used to worry about nerves.
Yeah.
And then I read an autobiography of Jim Clark,
Oh,
racing driver.
yes.
He was absolutely a technician, and he was physically sick before every race.
Oh, I am.
So I thought,
I'm
okay.
so nervous. I'm constantly going to the bathroom.
Oh yes, yes.
Before
It helps make
my
weight.
opener, and in the old suits it was much easier. In the new ones,
Yeah, yes, the challenge.
it's a challenge.
Yeah, we got Christian from
Yes.
Romania with 295 kilos on the bar.
And
A very square-built lifter, this one.
yeah, it is about 540 pounds, and
I'd say not quite deep enough.
Didn't look like he
gentlemen.
actually paused it as well.
yeah, that was not a.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But
I think he lost the balance of it from looking at it.
in fact, I get so nervous. At one nationals, a coach who was sitting next to me with his lifter, and I was rapping, getting ready to go out, and he said, you know, he said, if you do this long enough, you won't be so nervous. I said, yeah, well. And then I went, and the announcer at National said, okay, coming out. And at the time, I had 3 world championships. He was a 3-time world champion. And I came back, and the man was apologizing all over me. I said, there's no reason to apologize. I know exactly what I look like when I'm waiting. I'm a nervous wreck. I said.
We got Maxim now coming from Russia. His 310-kilo opener. We're talking serious stuff here.
Yeah. This is...
he is a compact 105-kilo lifter.
Yeah.
He's built like a house, though, isn't he?
Right?
Yeah.
Just a
I
tank.
mean, that's a lot of muscle.
Look at those quads.
Yeah. Oh, my heavens.
Wow.
Did his knee wrap come undone?
That's got to be an ex-Olympic lifter.
He just has that was frighteningly easy.
Wasn't it ever? It went down like a rocket and came back as fast.
Wow.
Now we got Jorgen back again now from Denmark for his second attempt at 240.
Did he remind you of you on that one, Colleen?
Are you complimenting my squat?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, you know, I haven't seen my son, so I can't say.
Colleen yesterday did such a wonderful job squatting. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
I lose track here. Yes, she did such a wonderful job with her squats.
Very, very impressive.
She was, yes, she was. It was really fun to watch.
Thank you.
And impressive, too.
Thank you. I definitely had more in the tank, but must be conservative.
I would have preferred if you were squatting in those black and white tights, because that was, those are, they have a great design.
That's a very deliberate squat.
Yes, it was. And let's see.
Good job,
Boy,
Jorgen.
there are not a lot of people getting 3 white lights here.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty strict house on the platform
but
today.
I don't think that they're being unusually tough. I think it's just so many of the lifters are right on the border where it could go either way.
That's a great lifting.
And if you're going to be on the border, you have to be willing to pay the price.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
That was not a political statement for any Americans out there.
You couldn't say that for the Russian lifter, though, could you?
Oh my God, no.
If you got a red light for depth, I think you'd go kill somebody.
I think he decided to just do a warm up on the platform because that.
You can imagine him doing a cleaner jerk from that position.
Oh yeah, well.
Right.
Let's see. And Mr. Green.
Look good.
Oh, very nice.
Very good.
Under control, good.
Yeah, under control.
Let's see what the referees say. 2-1. We've got a 2. So,
well,
no lockout.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I say I don't think it's a referee being exceptionally strict, because the red lights are coming from all over. They're just the lifters are just so close to the line,
right.
And you ref what you say.
Yeah, and they're just.
I hate it when they do this.
That's good, though. It's
and
keeping them in check.
And they don't have, and most of them do not have super clean technique, and that's what happens.
Absolutely. We've got Robert now from Czech Republic with 277.5 on the bar, or Czechia, maybe I should say.
Yes.
To be correct. He's got his stands in, and they always look very wobbly. I cannot understand why he's got stands in with a very narrow stance.
Yeah, well,
it's a bit odd.
I don't either, but some people like that.
If he's not careful when he puts it back, he's going to catch his hands.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the voice of experience.
Oh, okay. I wondered.
Oh, good fight.
Wow.
Good fight.
Good fight.
Yeah. Oh, shame. It went down awfully slowly, and it came back even slower.
Yes. Now, Michael really has been competing for 32 years.
Right.
Because I know that personally.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a question asked earlier. And they said, okay, so you've been competing 43 years. How long have you lifted weights? I really wish they hadn't asked me that question.
Oh.
It's 54 years.
Oh, well.
How scary is that?
You're a youngster.
Yeah.
For me, it's 59.
Oh, there you go. You win.
I win.
Yeah. And we got Michael with 282.5 on the platform.
Which is more years than probably 90% of the athletes here are old.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
That looked very solid lift.
Yeah.
And 3 right
Michael's good. Michael's good. He's solid.
I have a conversation in the gym and they say, so how long have you been competing? And I tell them, I say, and don't say it.
Yes.
Well,
Right.
do you know what? My dad wasn't born.
Yes.
Yeah, just don't say it.
But Michael's originally from the Netherlands, and early on, before he became an American citizen, he lifted for the Netherlands.
Right.
When I was talking to him, he has a little bit of an accent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have Jason.
But
on the
he's
platform.
lived in Maine for 35 years, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, so.
Jason Johnson with 282.5 on the
Yes. That had a very nice opener. Nice, solid, controlled.
Yeah. Let's see what he can do with this.
I know he's feeling, I spoke to him, he's feeling very optimistic that this meet is going to be the one for him where he breaks through and wins the championship.
Well, that'd be good.
He's certainly got the potential, there's no question about that.
Right.
Look nice.
Did
Gone up 12.5k. And he's got 3 right nights.
Daniel Beleda from Romania.
Yep. He's already got 1 on the board.
Yeah, very small jump,
Yeah.
5 kilos.
To mind, it's quite circumspect, isn't it? So
Well, and
he's obviously not feeling.
especially for a 100 kilogram lifter to
Yeah.
take a 5 kilo jump.
So maybe
Very
they're
small.
Mm-hmm.
maybe he's being cautious.
Right.
Yes,
Maybe his coach is being.
maybe his coach is being cautious. Yeah,
Right. Everyone has their strategies.
yeah. I'm not big into cautious.
There's somebody not taking their last.
I think, yeah, somebody.
Adds another dimension. This is Daniel, and he's going in now. Look deep, yeah, locked it
Well,
out,
let's see.
yeah,
Whoa.
2 to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you
I
go.
mean,
He seemed to sit right back into that, didn't he? But
okay,
Hey,
and here's
he's
the
got- he's got
second Romanian in this
yeah, he missed his opener.
flight.
I think he missed it comprehensively too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it was just a little glitch in his technique, and he can come back and make it.
Had a good talking to in the warm-up room.
Well, yeah, I mean, all 3 of us are equipped lifters. We know.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't take a whole lot
No, bit offline.
to go from a strong squat to I can't get out of the bottom if you just,
Absolutely.
you know.
If you get a little too anxious
Yeah,
or
I
get
mean,
a loose in the bottom.
it's not like being raw where you can compensate for almost everything.
Yes,
Right.
he was very rigid, wasn't he? Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. Well, it looked very easy. Whether
It
was
looks
deep
easy. I
enough.
still say
Yeah.
depth.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. No, all three
Yeah,
referees.
well, I
Too
mean,
shallow.
one of the problems with having down calls is if you don't have an experienced coach, someone like Johnny, for instance, or Natalie, people who really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't near where he should have been, and his coach told him to come up.
Right.
You know, so I mean that is one of the downfalls of down calls.
Oh, absolutely. He went in so fast, it looked like he had
Yeah.
loads in the tank.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get it the next one. Tell his coach just to leave him to it, maybe. So much of squatting is instinctive, I think.
Yes, it is.
Well, we had Wade Johnson yesterday miss his
Openers. Yeah.
openers and seconds in both the bench and squat,
Yeah.
and then ended up winning overall.
Yeah. Well, when you're oh my God.
330 kilos.
Someone
Makes the Russian.
put some weight on the bar.
Right.
I don't know.
It looked like it was the first of a set of 5.
That
Was very nice.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
It was lovely.
that was another scary good squat.
Yeah.
It was riveting.
Yes, I think he's got a large spring under him. Fantastic. I mean, what a great technique.
Yeah.
And now we got Jorgen coming from Denmark. He's got 250 kilos on the bar, which I think must be getting near it. Oh, it's over his best. 247.5 is best. So Jorgen's reaching into a dark corner now.
Right.
I wonder how dark that place is.
He looks pretty confident.
Yeah, solid.
Yes.
Set it up. Got the game face on.
Sit in, Jorgen.
Oh,
May cut it a little high.
I think so.
Oh, he got it out.
And yeah,
2
not
to 1.
happening.
2 to 1. What a shame. So close.
Good effort.
Ah, don't go over.
I think if he'd given it another half an inch, the chances are it would have stayed there. But good effort.
No.
Next we got South Africa, Graham Green, coming out on 270 for his last attempt. He's got 2 in already.
Yeah. See, I think in the days when the jury could only give you a relift, a lot of coaches didn't. Now that you have nothing to lose by going up to the jury, like in that situation, had I been his coach,
Yeah.
I would not have gone to the jury. I thought he was clearly high, even on the screen. I would have said fine. But now there's nothing to lose.
Absolutely not.
You know.
Absolutely not. There's no penalty for it.
No. So, and you don't have to put your money on the table like you used to.
Oh yeah, great catch.
Yeah, good catch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Graham Green from South Africa. Just a little too heavy. Next we got Robert from Czechia, 277.5 kilos. So Robert's gone up. Oh no, he missed it last time.
Yeah. Well,
So
let's
he's
see.
only got 1 on the board. Yeah, he has
Well.
got 1 on the board at least.
Well, that's good.
That's
Yeah.
great.
we got.
Yes.
We still got 1 lifter and not got 1 in. So he's on a potential bomb still.
And
And he increased his attempt by 5 kilos.
Oh, hoping that will push him to the depths, maybe. Is that to Romania?
well, let's see. Yeah. Well,
It's a scary technique.
okay. Let's see. Let's go.
Robert on the bar. It's a tall man as well.
Yeah.
In he goes.
No.
No.
Great
Good
catch again by
effort.
the loaders. Great catch.
And I don't think he gave him an up call at a good time either.
I think he gave
Yeah,
up
look,
when
he was
high.
really high.
I think
Agreed.
he'd stopped at that point. So
So you might as well say up.
you might as well say up, yeah, because it's going nowhere else.
Well, yeah, well, that's true.
That's why we have spotters and loaders.
Yeah, I know.
Go get in there, they'll catch you.
Yes, I hope Michael Coulter is not hurt because he's passing his third.
I noticed that.
That's very unusual for Michael. I really hope he didn't get hurt.
Absolutely.
Well,
He's
maybe he's feeling a little
He's a
extra
really nice
tired.
guy. Plus, he's got his wife and grandson here. It's
And they're reaching into a dark corner, these lads. They're
yeah.
pulling some big weights. Got Jason Johnson on the.
I usually like to turn on the lights when I'm
290
pulling big weights,
kilos.
but that's me.
Turn on the lights.
I want to see what I'm doing. I want to see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm too scared. Here we go.
It's a little bit warm in here today, this afternoon.
It's warmer than it was yesterday. It was
Yes.
really
Yes,
cold in the
it's
end.
toasty. Yes, I'm
And
just hoping my deodorant doesn't fail me.
Well, it looked solid.
I'd say he cut it a little short.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Oh, referee's
Ooh,
2 to 1.
well.
2 to 1.
I'm with you. I think he cut it short, but hey,
Hey.
you know,
Happy birthday.
in fairness,
Yeah.
the ref was on our side.
yes.
So it could have been the same call.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, again, as we've said, so many of these lifters they're right there in a place where it can go either way.
It can go either
Absolutely.
way,
And
agreed.
I don't, as a coach, when I was coaching the U.S. team, I never liked that. It's like, no, I used to tell the lifters, don't leave it in the referee's
That's
hands.
right.
Yeah.
You squat,
Like you squat
right,
at home
right.
in
You
practice.
just go
Absolutely.
down, get that squat, you'll get white lights. Don't play around on the line and hope good things will happen.
Right.
But then, how many of these competitors actually trained with a qualified coach?
Well, that's true.
And it's a yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yes,
lucky
you do.
because we do.
You have a terrific coach. You're
Yeah.
very
if Mars
fortunate.
wants are good in training, they will definitely be good.
I train in a gym where half squats are good.
Yeah.
And they really are, and it's a bodybuilding
Right.
with powerlifting rather than the other way. But my coach,
Yes, my gym too.
my coach is actually a Cat 1 referee.
Oh, okay.
So the gym is going, hey, that was a good one, Mick. And Gary stood there shaking his head and going,
Yep, that's Kevin.
so
Yeah.
So I always say, when I'm on that platform, it's another day at the gym.
Right.
Of course, if
Right.
you don't train to that level, it's very
Yes.
difficult to
Yes, it is.
suddenly reach to that extra depth with a huge
Okay.
weight on your back.
Yeah. Well, Christian needs this one.
Yes, he does.
Right.
And again, he
Because-
increased his third attempt by 5 kilos after missing his opener and second.
Not
It's-
not a strategy I would be using.
No, it's obviously hoping it's going to push him a little deeper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because it's been shallow, hasn't he? He was
Yes,
a bit
well-
woolly on the first one. This
Yeah,
one's got to be a
that-
big commit.
That's never been. I've never had a lifter when I was coaching that lifter or coach of the U.S. team convince me that more weight would make him squat better.
Here he goes, here he goes.
No. We'll see.
It looked better.
Get a little faster.
Oh.
No. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
So,
Gentlemen.
they've got
that's-
to
Well-
they've got to appeal it.
Well, you can look at it from the other point of view. He went from 3 red lights to 2,
Yeah, exactly.
so that's an
It was
improvement.
an improvement.
True.
Yes. So.
No,
I mean,
they,
that's an optimistic way to look at it.
Yes.
they haven't appealed it.
I wonder if that's how he feels.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I would have appealed it from hope.
Yes, yes, with nothing to lose. Yeah,
No.
hey, guys, what do you think?
Although there wasn't a discussion either, if you noticed.
No,
Normally with the jury,
no.
if you think there's going to be
Right.
a challenge, you're going to
Yes.
as a I've sat in the middle seat and you look sideways and go, what are your thoughts?
And here's the Russian.
that's that
this-
Russian
this guy-
technique where they just rub
Yeah,
their
right.
ears.
Been
this
phenomenal.
guy, I don't know. This cannot possibly be right. It says his squat PB is 307 and a half.
Yep.
He opened above that, and now he's
And
at
it's got a
345.
345, yeah.
Right.
That's-
Makes you wonder.
Right.
Maybe it
That's
was.
almost 740 pounds.
In it. Oh, wow!
Oh my heavens.
Very
Look
good
at
lift.
that.
Okay, well,
Masters world record.
There was absolutely no
You don't
question.
have that information. Oh, it's up here on the screen.
yeah. Well, if I were the other lifters in this flight, I would be hoping he gets hurt warming up for the bench press.
Right.
Because if he benches and deadlifts anything like he squats,
It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
he'll just need one of each.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
That
he
was-
is so far ahead after the squats.
That was great lifting.
That was
Utter respect.
that's the kind of lifting I love to see.
Yeah.
I love to see really good lifting,
It's phenomenal technique.
which is
Massive strength.
why I really enjoyed watching the young lady next to us. And you too, you lifted quite well too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
You.
Don't
people
yeah.
say to me, "So how are you?" And I say, "Yeah, not bad for an aging cripple."
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't want too many people in England to know that I complimented you because I have a reputation in England, as you know, and I have to maintain it.
But it was
you
very
know.
kind of you.
So hopefully Michelle and Abby and Joe and TED and those places, people are not listening well.
Well, I'm carrying a torn meniscus, and 6 weeks ago, before I left it, I could only walk with a stick, and I hadn't changed since. So it was
okay.
So walking the door here was a very circumspect squat, put on the board,
Okay.
and then work forward from there.
Well, you got it done. I mean, yes. I mean, I'm sitting here with two people who had really good days. Maybe not the day they wanted, but they had really good days, and I was impressed with the lifting.
Why play
And,
true?
It wasn't the
and
total
those
thing.
people who know me well know if I wasn't, I wouldn't say a word. I'd just say, oh yeah,
Play
they
true
lifted the
for
other
joy.
Right.
I'm bad that way.
Yeah,
I would just say, yeah, you lifted, didn't you? Good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the result that I wanted. The total was not. But,
Agreed.
yeah.
And we don't know the
Play
road
true
that
for
one
respect.
has traveled to get to the
Yes,
platform.
absolutely.
So
It's a conversation I have with a lot of people because they say, oh, we're masters, it's all well and good, but because there's not many of you still competing, it's easy to
Play
take
true
medals and
for
stuff
fairness,
like that, which
for inclusion,
I find
with
quite
pride,
insulting.
It is.
with
So
courage,
I say to them,
for
okay, so
sport,
how many people,
for equity,
and in my case
for
it's 74,
community.
but
Play
I've
true
seen
for
a
life. So many
92-year-old
reasons to play
Masters
true.
6,
What's yours?
and okay, his total was 250, but how many 92-year-olds could
Right.
squat to a depth?
Well,
How many 92-year-olds get out of a chair?
well, but if you also take a look at the realities, and I've been having this discussion with people for years, which is in any strength sport, pretty much any sport, any sport in the Olympics, there are never more than 2 or 3 people who have a real chance for gold.
Absolutely
The
right.
fact that they have 250 also rans.
Yep.
I mean, when Usain Bolt was running, who was going to beat him? When he
Yeah.
was in his prime, who was going to beat him? So the fact that they had 250 other sprinters at the Olympics was meaningless. You can't talk about, well, he had all this competition. He had no competition.
No, because he's in a world of his own.
And the announcers would make a big deal out of the fact that he was essentially not even sprinting anywhere near full speed in the preliminaries.
Because you're going to do that.
Look here, this has been a large flight, both of them.
Yes.
Large flight. But if you take a look at how many people really have a chance to win the gold,
Yeah.
and these are all, and really the second flight had a lot of good lifters if you look at what they squatted.
Yep.
But the Russian was so above and beyond.
Absolutely in a class of his own. Wasn't
Yeah, so what does that mean if he wins? Does that mean he had no competition?
no, not at all.
You know, it's like he's just
He
yeah.
is in his groove.
I always wanted to be that kind of lifter. Never happened.
But you know what my coach always says? On any given day, anyone can be beat.
Yes,
So
anything
can happen.
I remember one year at our nationals, the top 3 lifters, who on paper were way ahead of everyone else. I mean, it was those 3 and then like 100-kilo gap for number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
All 3 of them bombed out.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
all of a sudden, number 4, 100-kilo gap behind. But yeah, so on any given day, yes, it can happen, and I've seen it happen. But
Yep.
Which is why you stick with the plan
Yep.
and
I
give it
did-
100%.
it's why I've considered poisoning my competition. But
No,
Right.
I recently brought a team in, and because team manager is also another role I have, and there was more than one lifter in that particular team who banged 5 or 6 on the listings.
yes,
So they'd come along to lift and get some points on the board, and as you say, suddenly the top 3 bombed. So now they're in the points. They're on the
Right.
podium, and it was in the medals, you know. And wow, what an experience! So yeah, we can all have a good day, and we can all have an awesome day.
このシャツのね、最大の特徴は他のシャツと違ってノーギアとフルギアが全く同じ形でできることだと思います。他のシャツは
so you know, I
ノ
mean,
ノーギアとフルギアで少しアレンジが必要だと思うんです
I
けど
mean, stuff
全
happens.
く同じでできるというの
Yeah.
で
That was the T-shirt I had in mind.
使うことができるんじゃないかと
I mean,
思い
but
ます。
I remembered
そして
one
もう
world
一つね、
championship.
決定的に違うポイ
There
ン
were
トがあ
8
り
of
ます。
us
このシャツはト
Four of
ッ
us
プより
were former
ボトムの
world
方が軽く感じることができま
out
す
of 8.
普通はトップが軽く ボトムが重く
So
な
it
る
looked
は
like
ず
it
な
was
ん
going
で
to
す
be
けど、
among the four of us.
スムーズに
Two
ボトムまで
of the world
重さを
champions.
感じずに
Rarefied
できることができるので、
Two of the world
非常に
champions.
重い
And they were
水上
multiple
が
time
扱う
world
ことができるんじゃない
champions.
か
All
と
four
思
of
い
us
ま
were
す。
multiple time world champions. Two of them bombed out.
Oh, wow.
So now we were down to 6.
Yeah.
And
Did you put that down to overconfidence?
I don't know what happened. I was shocked. I was shocked because I thought for sure it was going to be the four of us down to the end. And I'm going, oh my heavens, what just happened here?
I do hope that it's
big.
nice to have a competitor on the platform versus myself.
I lift much better with really good competition. I always have.
Yeah.
My worst meets have been lifting either unopposed or with competition that I knew they couldn't beat me. I can't get my head into it. People that can beat me, I'm much better because I'm scared. And it gets some adrenaline going. And I have to do something. I'm like, it's one of those, holy smokes, this guy can really kick my bottom. I think I need to really focus here.
So we're in
Talk about a great competitor. I see my friend Jennifer Thompson on the screen. She unfortunately right now has a broken pelvis.
Oh dear.
She will not be lifting at our Classic Nationals because of that.
What happened?
I don't know. I think deadlifting. She had surgery. Let's see, when was Belarus? She missed Belarus, the Classic Championships there because she had surgery on her hip, and then this. I think it's just a couple of freak training accidents, but
Well, that's terrible.
yeah, it is terrible. She's well, besides being a great lifter, she's a terrific person.
Isn't she on the nomination for the World Games in 2021?
They haven't gotten those yet. So this coming year is a World Games year.
Right.
I know this only because I'm supposed to be one of the coaches for our NAPF team because people will be going to that international meet to get IPF points
Yeah.
to try to qualify for the World Games.
Well, who wouldn't
And
want to
that's
go
why
to
they're
Grand Caymans?
that's why they're also going to the Arnold. Well,
Right.
yeah. So yeah. So I'm hoping, yes. So I'm going to try not to say something really stupid on this broadcast so that Larry
No.
Maley doesn't call me and say, "Did you think you were really going to coach in Grand Caymans?"
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we wish Jennifer a speedy
Absolutely.
and healthy recovery.
Well,
Horrible to hear of
she
that.
did bench at Bench Nationals.
Bless
She won best lifter, obviously. She benched raw and equipped, and of course blew everyone away. I mean, she's a great competitor. She's
Yeah.
a great lifter.
We don't give it easy, do we?
No, and especially Jennifer doesn't, and her husband doesn't, and now both her sons are lifting, and they're both
yes.
really good benchers and just really fine young men. I really enjoy being around them. Very fine young men.
That's
so.
good. We've got 20 seconds to go before
Yeah.
we restart.
Oh, are they going to bench press?
Yeah.
Can I take a nap? Oh, bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've had a couple of setbacks in my life, and the
I'm s-
surgeons and specialists always say, well, you never lift a weight again in your life.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
So,
Here we go.
yeah.
Now into the bench press.
Yeah, I think Mick's old enough, like I am, to remember the days when bench press was last.
Yeah.
And also you had to follow yourself.
Oh,
my
yes.
God.
Yes, it was tough, wasn't it?
It was tough.
And we didn't have the round system.
No.
And we've got Daniel Elmore on the platform now with his opening bench of 150 kilos.
Okay, 330 pounds.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a lump, whichever way
he's
you
a
look
very
at it.
nice, well, I guess I'm old enough. I can say very nice young man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Don't you feel you get to a point where everybody has got the
Yeah.
young before their name?
Right.
Oh, that was a nice, easy.
Very
opener.
nice.
Yeah.
Very controlled, down and up.
Yeah. And we got 3 white lines.
And
Going to 155 now for Page.
and for those people who may not be aware of powerlifting history, that those 2 side racks, the side safety racks,
Yeah, that's a new
were
innovation.
they came into being because the new generation of bench press shirts by the 2 major manufacturers of shirts, Titan and Inzer, that if you lose control, most of the time that bar will come back right toward your face.
It heads straight for your
And
nose.
it
Yep.
goes so fast
Oh, yes.
that the spotters literally cannot catch it. So the rack manufacturers, Olico, ER, who were approved by the IPF, a couple of others who were approved by the IPF, who I can't remember now,
Yeah. Here we go. George is going
created those safety racks, and they are now mandatory, and
Yep.
another very good lift. And smart lifters put those racks at a height where it can actually save their face
Absolutely. Yep.
or their chest from caving in.
There have been fatalities, haven't there?
Yeah,
From the bar going on the throat.
yes.
I think mostly where people are training on their own.
There's yes, but also
I think it depends on the show.
I've refereed at meets where people have tried to. Here's Mohammed Mari from Egypt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't make any squats, but he's going to
No.
continue in the meet.
Yeah.
That is permitted now under the rules.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get
Doesn't
involved in
count.
total. He
Yeah.
can't take a record now, can he?
No, and
But that was a good lift, opening
it was a good
160.
lift. But I've been at competitions, I'm sure you have too, where someone set the racks to a place where they couldn't save them
Yep.
because they're afraid they're going to get in the way or whatever.
Yeah, you're going to touch the ranks.
And
160 is
and
still
I've
the bar for George Parker.
and I've seen people get hit in the face because the racks were too low. And I, on the other hand, when I set the racks for myself, I take that very seriously.
Yep.
I'm too old to have facial surgery.
Well, I have a fairly large nose, so
Yeah.
it has actually
Yes.
brushed my nose in the
Here
past.
comes George Parker. He made
Yeah.
his opening squat. Let's see if he can make his opening bench.
And in he goes. And a
And
nice solid
yes,
bench. Yeah.
very nice. And I mean, I don't know, maybe my social life would improve if I got a little Botox, maybe a few hair implants. What do you think, Colleen?
I think you look fabulous.
No, thank you.
Alex.
Well, yeah.
Now, me on the other hand.
No, you look great.
Use some Botox.
Man, I don't know.
around
I
the
gotta,
eyes.
I'm
my-
keeping out of this conversation.
Yeah, well, my daughters have essentially said I need to forget about finding love in all the right places because
Do you remember?
they think I'm sort of a has-been. I said thank you for that.
Do you remember,
Thank you for that.
remember John McEnroe on the
reinforcement.
tennis circuit?
Yes.
People say to me, "Oh, you don't look your age." I say, "You need glasses."
Yeah. Yes.
One of his
Yes.
favourite phrases.
Yes. So, Kim
So we
Dahl
got-
Hansen from Denmark.
Yeah.
185
185 bench.
Yeah.
This is a big one for him.
It is. And let's see.
He ranks 220 maximum. So.
Oh, that was interesting, his setup, because that was the kind of setup I usually only see with someone who's going to also arch.
Worked though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was very nice.
Very nice.
But I mean, if you saw his setup, he was way back on his shoulders.
Feet
His
were
body
very
was
close.
up, feet were very close, and I said, "Wow, I think he's going to actually arch." And then he went straight flat.
Pretty much, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I think he had a lot of tension in there.
Yeah. Of course, it was the Scandinavian countries that wanted to get rid of the arch in powerlifting. I'm not sure how you could
I think if you're
you could referee that, because some people have a natural arch even if they lay down on the bench. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
if you're built that way, you're built that way.
Right, exactly.
Well, Jennifer Thompson doesn't
Mm-mm.
lift with an arch,
No.
and she's pound for
Right.
pound the best bencher
Yeah,
out there.
exactly.
Yeah. It's,
Exactly.
if it works, it works, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yes. So
So we
here's
got.
Mitsuhisa from Japan.
Yeah, I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that, Alex.
Had two very nice squats. Now,
And a 190 open on
now
his
the
bench, no less.
Japanese, they are one of the few countries, maybe the only country, where men and women both arch.
Yes, and they're very wide in their
And
grip.
very wide, and they train for that.
Up he goes.
And many years ago, and that was very nice, uncontrolled, the Japanese are,
Got right in the middle.
must have said up and down.
Yeah.
The Japanese, as far as I'm concerned, are the best technicians in the world with the bench press,
We could-
both in terms of adjusting shirts, fitting shirts,
Oh, absolutely.
their technique. And many years ago,
Although you guys are pretty good at it too.
yeah,
yes.
many years ago, the Japanese coach, Susumu Yoshida, I don't know if you remember Susumu, his wife was 7, 8-time world champion. And most of the top bench pressers trained at his gym. He's
Yep.
an architect, but he also owns a gym.
Yep.
And he sent me the Japanese training techniques that they use both for training and also how they trained the arch. I took a look at that. I said, I am not man enough for this. Just
Right, we've got Guido from Germany with 195 on the bar. Very slow in.
yes. Yeah, well, not the speediest up
A
either.
little bit notchy, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
And the referees say,
All right, he got it.
white lines.
but what happens is if someone doesn't have a natural arch in Japan, they start with a folded towel.
Yep.
And then they start with PVC pipe, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2, and they put it right under your back
Wow.
till
I shouldn't think it does your deadlift any good.
yeah. So I said, "Oh no, I'm not doing this. This will hurt.
Yeah.
I am not into pain."
Oh, here we got an arch.
Yeah. Oh well, I thought we did.
No, we
Yeah,
still got an arch.
he's got a little one. Yeah, he's got a little one.
So we have Valiant going and continuing on in the meet.
That's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
Good.
very nice.
Cyril from France, 200
Very nice
kilos
bench.
over. Yeah. Now we've got Dal McLaren with a 215 bench.
Yes.
I can remember talking to one of the Canadian bench pressers, and he trained in the US at a gym where they had their shirts made for them.
Ah.
So they had a direct line to Titan,
Yeah.
and they used different panels for different bits of the suit.
Right.
And he reckoned his suit didn't actually take any pieces out of him.
Mm.
All of mine take pieces out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
It's a very flat layout.
Yes.
Unless he's going to do the swing the head off the end. No, he's not going to do that.
No.
Not sure.
No, I'm not
That
either.
looked very notchy.
Yeah, it did.
2-1.
2-1. But
We've got a yellow, so it indicates something moved.
yes, I don't know if you remember when the Japanese used to bring battery-operated sewing machines and needle and thread to competitions,
and so extra panels.
and also tighten up their suits or their shirts during the competition because it didn't used to be against the rules.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I threw a good few of those out.
yeah,
And now we've got Chauncey Page at 162.5.
but they
Second
really
attempt.
spent. I mean, but it was all part of their study of the bench and getting it down and equipment and how to get it to work the best and that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And since it was okay with the rules, they certainly weren't cheating. I mean, it was allowed, so why not take advantage of it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bit of a wobble to that one.
Let's see.
And we got 3 white lines.
Yeah, that one was ugly, but I don't think he actually. I don't think the whole of the bar ever came down.
Absolutely not. No,
That
I
was
agree.
one of those really ugly ones, but since we don't give style points.
We used to get fouled for that. But,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Also, if we didn't lock out both elbows at the same time.
Yeah.
Remember those days? Yeah.
And we're all made in two halves at the end of the day.
Unfortunately, I still bench press like that because I spent so many years doing it.
Yeah, I've had 3 shoulder operations on one side, so and it's now full of arthritis, which makes that balance kind of difficult.
Yeah, both my shoulders have arthritis, and one.
So they said to me that doing sport, as long as you have, it's inevitable you're going to have arthritis.
Okay.
So I said, so 51 years in the motor trade have no effect then. Oh, fair enough.
Well, I've got arthritis, so.
Yeah.
You too?
I do. I have severe to moderate to severe in my right hip.
Yeah.
No, I've got moderate to severe in my right hip too.
Yeah.
Do you think they're related? Just
They
saying.
could be.
And I've got.
Does your doctor say you may need a hip replacement?
Yes.
Yeah. I've been told
Yeah.
shoulder and knee.
Right.
So I said, so where does a new shoulder and lifting big weights go? They
Right.
said,
That makes
"It
2 of
doesn't."
us. Yes.
So I said, okay, I'll put up with the pain.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you
Put-
know.
putting a jacket on
for
is a
me,
challenge.
the big decision is, face work to look younger, or
Or a new hip.
or hip to squat. You know, I mean.
I know when I've got a lost cause.
Well, for me, hope springs eternal. Whoa!
Whoa,
Great
good
catch.
guys.
Great catch.
Wow.
That was George
Okay.
Parker, completely
So,
lost control.
those of you who were watching, when we were just talking about how fast that bar moves,
Yeah,
You just saw
and the
it.
safety bars, you just saw it,
Yep.
because
sure did.
this is an outstanding group of spotter loaders.
They are.
And they were right on top of the bar, and none of them could catch it. It just flew.
But it was an
Yeah, very
instinctive
good
catch
job.
still, wasn't it?
It just flew.
Yeah.
And thank heavens, not only did he have the safety bars, but he had them at the right height,
Yeah.
because he was saved from a very serious injury.
That was a great spot. Now we've got Mohammed from Egypt.
That was,
is on his second attempt at 175.
that was scary, even though no one got hurt.
So he's having a better time on his bench.
Yeah.
That was an impressive 175.
Yes. Okay. Well, he's in a groove now.
We've got 3 white belts. So he can still medal in the discipline. He just can't medal overall.
Yeah. Well.
And we've got Kim Dahl Hansen from Denmark next at 195 kilos. Kim's been around the sport a long time. I can remember seeing him.
Yes, he has. Well, let's see what he's got.
He has that very calm approach that seems to come from the country.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's got a very high stance. It's got a big bench, so there's an arch in there somewhere.
Yeah, a little one. Yeah, he's got a little one, a natural one.
Big wobble there, big wobble. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. We've got your one arm indicating not completely locked out or downward
Yeah.
movement, one of the two.
I'm going to excuse myself for a brief moment and get me
Okay.
some coffee.
no.
Yeah, that sounds.
Can I get anybody anything?
I'm good, unless there's a spare water over
Sure.
there. Unless that's a new one, is it? Yeah, that looks like a new one.
Some
Sorry, I'm
still
good.
water?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good. I'm
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Wait, I'll give you some. I'll get you some money.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
Okay.
Really? I must admit, I've
Really?
slept very well here.
You slept
have-
very well?
I've slept very well,
nice.
I did too.
Good.
So,
Ah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, came off well.
Yeah, that was nice.
Looked good. That was 200 kilos for Guido with 3 white lines. Next we have Mitsuhisa from Japan with 205 kilos. As far as my lifting is concerned, we're now in deadlift
Tea,
territory.
please. 5 Roses Ceylon. It's 5 Roses Ceylon blend.
And they know that up there at the cafe. Oh, right back here in the back.
Yeah, or the other cafe if you go there. Huh? Yeah. I think she wants coffee. So, here we go. So, his first attempt, am I still on? Yes. His first attempt was quite solid.
Yeah.
And, all right, his first attempt was very solid.
Yeah,
And,
I think I'm still here.
I don't
You're
know.
still
I
there?
think I'm
yeah,
still
yeah,
there.
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, that looks good.
So his first is these are called technical difficulties.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
that we have no idea what we're doing. That's the technical difficulty.
I think there's enough knowledge when it comes to lifting weights.
Yeah, lifting. Yeah, that part I know. So well, I was going to say another lift, but obviously
That was
Mike.
a good lift too, the one
Mike
for-
saw something.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's a problem for during the bench when the chief referee is a bench press specialist. You know.
Possibly he saw an arm not completely locked.
Exactly.
Because each referee's got a different angle, different
Well,
eye
yes, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's
3 different nationalities.
three different nationalities, 3 different views.
There was a comment made earlier to me that the side referees hadn't spotted the head coming off the bench. But unfortunately, because of the safety racks, the side referees
Yes.
can't see the head anymore.
Yes, because they're in a very good, actually both. Let's
That
see.
looked very solid.
Yes, actually both side referees have put their chairs into what is essentially an optimum angle to see the head, see the feet, see the butt, and see the bar. But as you said, that
And we've got 3 white lines.
depending where that safety rack is, it can sometimes block your view of the head, even if you're in an optimum position. So those of you who are new referees out there, new local referees thinking, do not sit in a straight line do not sit perpendicular to the bench. You should be at an angle like
Yeah.
these
I think they
these
got the best
referees on the
angle.
platform.
They
Yes,
got the
that's
best angle they could
yes,
get.
that's the best angle.
Yeah.
They're both experienced referees, and they know where to sit
Yeah.
to have a really good view of the lift. So Dale is he had the best squat. He's going to have the
220
best
kilo
bench
bench, yeah.
so far, and
That's huge.
I think he's in a good position. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about 465 pounds.
Good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Two. So we've got a yellow on this side, maybe a foot movement. Side referee is going to be foot movement or the butt coming off the bench.
So this is
That's the safety adjustment there that you were talking about.
yeah.
So we've got Jauncey Page coming out from South Africa.
He's made his first 2.
Yeah.
Quite a difference in the bench press and the squat for these gentlemen. They've only missed one. They've only missed one bench,
Yeah. The whole
and in
group.
the squats at this point, they had missed more than half their squats. So,
Yeah. Yes, it was carnage, wasn't
but
it?
also I've noticed that their squat technique, their general technique, is much better in the bench than it was in the squat.
Yes.
They were not squat technicians.
Now they're using these shirts really well.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Little wobble,
Okay,
but
this
I
one
think
might
it's
be
good.
dicey.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah.
3 white lines.
Well, from this angle, when he had that wobble, I couldn't tell if,
Yeah.
you know.
Right hand lagged for a moment, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now we've got George Parker. who-
But yes, you're right.
He missed his last one big time, if I remember
But
right.
yeah, you're right. When we were young and open or even M1s, that would have been Gone.
Yes,
3
absolutely.
red lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
As you said, they had to arrive at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would have been too bad.
Yeah. I watched some disabled lifting, if you like, with
Yeah.
the bench press, and I was surprised at what failed
Yeah.
in the Paralympics. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, as a referee, I'd have thought that was a good lift.
Yeah.
And it was getting 3 red lights.
Right.
Okay.
So these guys. So let's see. Last one, he had a disaster.
He did. Here comes
And
George.
let's see if he can control it.
And
Okay.
there was a pause there. I don't know.
I just got you tea.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1, good lift.
So
Wow.
got a blue on one side.
Take 167.5, change the record.
Oh, thank you.
USA.
I love getting a tip.
Loaded for James.
Whoa, jeez.
I know. I didn't know how much.
Yeah.
I thought you said 3 tea bags.
Yeah, right.
Do you like it really strong?
Yeah, I do now. I do now. Yeah, this is good for about 4. You're obviously not a tea drinker. Also, this tea is especially for those of you. So, I'm a lifelong tea drinker. While we're watching Daniel bench press, I'm a lifelong tea drinker. And they have really exceptionally good Ceylon tea here, 5 Roses brand. I think I'm going to bring some home.
It brews really fast too, doesn't it?
And it brews very fast and very strong. And
wobble there?
yeah, that
I think I saw
looked
that
like a
one.
big wobble. And
Yeah,
yeah, that was. And it brews really fast, and it is strong. Stronger than,
3 more lifts and then number changes for the
Right.
second.
well, all right, I'll compare it to British teas, because I drink British teas at home.
Yeah.
It brews more. It brews a strong cup more quickly than Twinings or Harrogate's. Taylor's does, because I order Taylor's through Amazon, which is one of the top British brands, and I really love it. And yeah, this stuff is
Oh, no.
no, that was
His
not.
head was way off the bench.
Yeah,
as well.
that was not going to happen. But so,
It's not having a very good day, is it?
but it's the thought that counts. Thank you.
I know. I'm sorry. There wasn't
It's okay.
a big cup, and I
drink
didn't want to
it.
be away too long.
Yeah, I know.
I'd get about 5 or 6 cups out of that.
Yeah, me too. Or I will today. Yeah, and then I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 runs to the bathroom in about an hour. You know, it's.
I had some technicians in the
Are
house. and they
there
said-
some people out there who think we're supposed to be discussing powerlifting?
Yes, I think we are.
I was just wondering. Well, you're wrong, people. That's.
We got Kim
It's
Dahl
only
coming out on
it's,
200.
it's only the bench press, guys. Come on. Okay, so Kim Dahl Hansen. So let's just get to it. So Mick was saying that the Danes are very controlled and very, but I remember, and I'm sure Mick does, back in the 80s and 90s when the Danes had some of the best deadlifters in the world,
Right.
and they were crazy.
Yeah.
Remember how they
Crazy
used to come
strong.
out for those? Yeah. But they were also like they'd come out yelling and just all kinds of stuff. And
My setup is always
Viking.
calm.
Viking
yeah,
like.
very
I'm
much
a
so.
Viking.
Not this kind of. The modern Danish lifter is very much under control.
Right.
and-
It's 3 wide lights. Good lift.
yeah, no, they were.
Lovely lift.
No, yeah, they were very Viking-like.
Yeah.
Because I remember lifting in Denmark, and I said, holy smokes, these guys are nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
They are naturally strong.
We got Guido from Germany at 205 kilos.
Yeah. So.
I think not all the big deadlifters are obvious. So a lot of the
Right.
a lot of the guys from India and that direction,
Yes.
really thin legs, and yet they're massive deadlifters.
Yeah.
I've never been able to quite
Yes.
relate to that, but then
Well,
I'm built to
you
deadlift,
had-
so
well-
I've had a reasonable deadlift.
Well,
all the
maybe
time.
the best British deadlifter. Oh, nice control down. Oh, yeah.
Yes, gosh,
Come on,
yeah.
get it to touch.
Yeah. think he got it there.
I think he did
may
too.
have,
Yeah.
I thought he
All white lights. Look at that.
press command was
Big
a
fight.
little early, but I can't really
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Well,
Fair play.
that's a perfect example of under the old rules,
Yeah. It would have failed.
it would have failed because he came down one side and then
Right.
came up and down the other side.
Yeah,
and
yeah. But it,
I mean,
but it went. It did the
went.
job.
Yes, it was excellent. But, oh God, I just blanked out on her name. The young woman who is the 52K Classic Open champion
52 kilo open champion.
from Great Britain, the woman, she deadlifts 500 pounds at 52,
God.
and she's very slim, and
Yeah.
she is just an amazing deadlifter and
She is a
squatter.
Yeah.
Beastess is what
Yes,
she is.
totally amazing, and
And again, you see her in the street, you go, nah, that's not a lifter.
well, what about Abby Graham, my friend Abby Graham?
Yeah, yeah,
She-
again. Yeah.
She doesn't look like a 200 kilo.
Oh, there's another great
Yeah.
catch. Another great catch.
Abby doesn't look like a
Got away
200
from
kilo.
her.
That was heading for his face.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But and I know you know Abby, and she
Yeah.
doesn't.
Oh yes,
She
great.
doesn't look like she can do 200 kilos, and
Yeah.
she can.
This is impressive.
You know. So
We've got Cyril from France, 220 kilos. This is impressive benching.
yeah, it is. It is. It's very nice. Very good. It's sad that this French gentleman couldn't get it together in the squat because he would have been a medal contender.
Yeah.
Yes.
His squats were strong, just shallow, and he's certainly benching very, very well
Absolutely.
and with real strength.
And his squats, to be fair, look great. They were just
Yeah.
And he's only 3 years competing,
Yeah.
so he may need some.
Yeah, some
You know,
seasoning.
Right.
Whoa, he needs some. Yes, he needs some seasoning,
another good catch.
and he'll learn from this.
Exactly.
I think he'll come back and win medals,
Yes.
multiple medals, because he is a strong gentleman.
Yeah.
No question about that.
No question.
So, it's just
And the French have a great showing this championship and have done really well.
yes,
They're doing great, aren't they?
yeah.
And now we've got Darryl McLaren, 225 kilos.
He should have everything well in hand.
50 is 495 pounds if my mental arithmetic serves me well.
Well, that's 450. Yeah. Yeah, almost very close to 500.
Yeah. Yeah, 227.5 is 500.
Get it.
Right.
Well, he didn't make
Nice
that look
walkout.
hard.
That looked good, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the referees like it as well.
So,
Coach Kevin Stewart there giving a little eyebrow raise, but it looked good to me. Maybe Kevin was just a
yeah, it
little
was
nervous.
looked good to me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't picture perfect,
Right.
but it was good. It was.
Yeah,
there was
but-
no question it was good.
We're talking bench lift, shirt lifting, aren't we?
And,
You don't expect perfect.
well, and right now he's before deadlift start. He's got a 40-kilo lead.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a pretty comfortable lead going into
So,
deads.
That's nice. In my lifting, because of my poor squat, I usually start the deadlift a long way behind, but
And
that's where my strength
and he's opening up 25 kilos higher than anybody else in the deadlift. So.
So he gets one in, he's blown him into the weeds.
Yeah. So he's pretty much got under control. These gentlemen are much closer together. We'll see if the bench separates them. Okay, Jorgen Michael Rasmussen, another one of those calm dames, according to Mick.
Yeah. Well, he was until one of his lifters stopped. So
Three-way.
Three-way. That is good. I'm going to log out for a moment, and I should be back in a second.
I don't know. All right. Graham Greene, South Africa. He is up.
Good, you have some water.
It's good. It's good. So,
Opening attempt.
yes, Colleen is doing double duty.
I know.
She is doing as she has the past 3 days, and Graham's lift is good. So
Maybe
Mike says, yeah, Mike said up and down. I thought it would, well, from this angle, we don't have as good as angle as Mike. I thought, nah, maybe not. But yeah, and Mike, as I say, Mike's a bench press specialist, and he's got a great view of the up and down. But Colleen's doing double duty. She's been doing an outstanding job
I'm trying.
doing commentary the last 3 days, and today she also took over Michael's job. Michael is in charge of live stream and a lot of technical things for the IPF, and she is filling in. So if you still have a picture on YouTube or on your computer, it's because of Colleen. Also, if you lose your picture, it's going to be because of Colleen and not me. Please remember that when you send in hate mail. Just want them to know.
Thank you.
All right, and okay, nice lift. You know, I love seeing 3 white lights. I really do.
Of course.
Here comes Michael. Okay. His grandson is cheering for him.
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
saying that word is
Opa.
making me feel so old.
Oh.
So old.
Well, just imagine how he feels.
How can Mike... Who cares about Mike?
He's just an M1.
Yeah, I
for
know.
goodness sakes. I'm an M2 and I don't have any grandbabies.
Okay, well, obviously he made a deep mistake somewhere. Let's ask his... Oh, man. Well, okay. That was fast, and that was hard. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh, got lights.
I don't know. Should I
That
run
was a
over
good
and
lift.
should I run over and ask his wife what went wrong? Hey.
Right.
No, maybe not. Maybe not. But
Maybe not.
Yeah, let's skip that. But So I make no bones about. I don't know whether Michael can. Well, I don't think he can. I don't think he can beat the Russian. But I will make no bones about it. He was an outstanding young man as a junior lifter. I have followed his career the entire time we've known each other, and I just want Michael to have a really, really good meet.
Well, he's projected to
Yeah.
be in 4th
Right.
overall, so
That's good.
that's great.
Yeah. Oh, wow. All right, this will be dicey. Let's see. All right.
And only 5 kilos
Christian,
separating
yeah,
him from
that
third,
was
so
2 up and downs. That was one of those. I think. Well, again, our angle is not the best.
right.
It could have gone either way. It looked up and down. Then it looked like he was just bobbling it, and
Right.
it was super ugly. And unfortunately, I mean, you lift, I lift. The uglier you make the lift, the more chance you're going to have of getting a red light, even if it was good.
Right.
Because ugly is not good.
I do like, we have a pretty good view here, though.
Yeah. Now, here's the Russian. Obviously, he's not the power bench presser as he is the power squatter.
Right. Which could change the game a
Yeah,
little
it could,
bit.
Yes, it could very much change the game. Wow.
I
That,
thought his bar was a little wobbly.
yeah, it was, and he got to it. Like, he is clearly not the technician in the bench that he was in the squat, because his squats were beautiful.
Yeah.
His setup, his speed, everything. This was, I didn't like the way he brought it to his chest. He wasn't tight on the bottom, and he generated very little speed going up. And I didn't like his bar path on top of it. Otherwise, it was perfect.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, that that was as ugly as his squats were good.
Right.
And maybe he needs a shirt adjustment, and because that could certainly cause all that. But if it's not, that was bad.
Yes,
Jason
not a good
Johnson
opening
from the
attempt.
U.S. I think he medaled last year, which would, yeah.
I think bench is a good discipline for him.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He's very strong in the bench. Well, his best lift is the deadlift. So the two Americans in this flight, Jason and Michael, are both big deadlifters. That is their main lift. That's their go-to lift. So that'll make it interesting.
Right. Yeah, I'm
Daniel
thinking
Beleda, Romania. He is our final bencher before we start second attempts. And
1, 2, 3.
he's opening up at about 490 pounds. Nice little opener.
So 5 kilos separates him from Michael.
Yeah.
See how his first attempt goes. Got a re-rack.
Yeah.
Chief referee.
They said his
Block out on
arms
the
were
elbow.
not blocked.
He still has 15 seconds to get a press or start command.
I don't think he's going to get it.
I feel his arms were locked.
Well,
Really sure about that one.
now he's got a problem.
Now he's got maybe he needs to pull his sleeves up just a hair over his.
Yeah, his sleeves were quite low on his shirt, and that could certainly cause it. But
Right.
the other problem, yeah. But if that's not what caused it, and he trains that way, or he has one bad elbow, this is the wrong place to be.
Right. Agreed.
Because, again, this is, I wouldn't call them a strict group, but this is a very good group of referees.
Right.
They will notice that, and Michael being a bench press specialist himself, and a 700-pound bench presser, yeah,
Yep.
bent elbows are not gonna fly here, so hopefully he'll get it figured out.
Fixed, yeah.
Yeah, and stay in the meet. Here we go. Yeah.
Jorgen wound up pretty tight there.
Yeah. I think they need to put these guys in tight.
Come on, lock it out, Jorgen. Lock it out. Lock it out. And the chief referee told him to take the bar.
Yeah.
No lift.
Wow. All right, Graham Greene of Africa, 105 kilo lifter, 177.5, took a 7.5 kilo jump. That's about 16 pounds. Let's see what happens. He's trying to move in the bench press at any rate from 4th place to 3rd place in the bench. For some lifters, that's very important.
Sure.
Because I'm thinking,
That looks like a good lift.
No
No lockout over Mike.
Mike says up and down. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember 18, 19 years ago is when they introduced individual event medals. And so lifters who may not necessarily be able to get an overall medal can get a gold, silver, or bronze in one of the individual events.
Right.
I was a big supporter of that because everyone is not good enough. We have 8 lifters. All of them can't win overall medals.
Right.
But actually, with 8 lifters and basically 9 medals available in individual things, they have a shot.
I agree. And the world stage, at least highlighting,
Yes.
the strength of.
I mean, one of my... Here he goes. Let's see what he's got.
Yep, let's
He's
see.
been lifting quite well in the bench. And... Ding, 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 ding. Oh, man.
Lock it out. He's close. Oh, good lift. Grinder, but I would say good.
Whoa.
Wow.
Up and down. Okay.
Very strict group.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Easy for me to say. But one of my closest friends, I was head coach of the U.S. team, and he came in. We were in Sun City, South Africa, in fact.
Right.
1988, 1989, one of those years. And he came in 5th overall, but got the gold medal in the deadlift.
Oh.
That is, and continues to be, his proudest moment
Yeah.
as a lifter.
Yes. Of course it would be.
Yeah.
Drive it up.
I talked to him just the other
Good.
day. Some of you old timers may remember him, Andy Christo from New Hampshire, and because he had open heart surgery. But he does plan to come back to lifting and wants to enter some deadlift contests when he's healthy enough.
Excellent.
And he talked about how much he values that experience of winning that gold medal in the deadlift, because he knew he'd never be good enough to win an overall medal. But that's, I mean, to be the best deadlifter in your class
Is
at a world championship, and there were a lot, and he was in a big flight. I think it was about 9-10 men, and he won the gold medal. Hey, that's an accomplishment.
Telling a lot of men, hey,
Right,
I'm the best deadlifter.
that's right. So
Love it.
So
he's
I'm a
good.
big fan of those individual medals.
Looks like Christian had a re-rack.
Yeah.
Plenty of time
Oh,
left.
man.
A second re-rack.
He's not putting his foot down.
He's, maybe push his feet a little farther forward.
That's what I would do.
Oh, and a rush, and the
Oh,
head
and
came
it-
up, and he lost
Whoa.
it.
Well,
All right, very.
so here's the thing. It's difficult to maintain your focus under that bar when you lay down and you get a heavy weight at the end of your arms, and then you get told to re-rack it
Yep.
once,
Right.
because now you essentially have to set up all over again.
Right.
And then if you have to re-rack it twice, now you're really, I mean,
You're
it's
really behind the eight
so
ball.
difficult to focus and make that lift.
Yes.
And I know some people think, well, what's the big deal? It's a bench press. You lay down, you grab the bar, you push it. And that's
Right.
not really how the lift goes.
Nope.
Maybe in your gym you can do it like that, but this is competitive.
And
in a bench
geared,
shirt
exactly.
and geared, that's no. Because the other thing is, once you have it at arm's length and they tell you to re-rack, now you've shifted your shirt too.
Yep. Hmm. And you can't go and get adjusted.
No, you can't get adjusted in between the
No.
re-rack. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This is gonna
Not
be
good.
a situation.
Because he again looked. I'm sorry. That,
Yeah.
like the first one, that didn't look good from the go.
But I think I have faith that he is going to pull it out on that third one. He's got a lot on the line.
I'd like him to, because I don't like to see anyone bomb out at any level, but especially at a world level.
Right.
And so I'm hopeful he can get one in, but Wow.
Wow is right.
That's me back in again. Sorry about that.
Who are
Welcome
you?
back.
It's Mick again.
Is this a British invasion? So to
Yes,
speak?
absolutely. I just crawled in.
I thought so. Yes.
It looks like we're getting some drama back into the bench now.
I guess yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't look like John Paul or Ringo or John. So
No, the accent's wrong as well.
What about Mick?
it looks like Mick.
Yes. As
It
in
looks like Mick. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And bless Mick's heart.
Yes.
He is just unstoppable.
Yes, and it's been a
Mick
good
Jagger.
day. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's obviously got a
Yes.
powerlifting mindset.
Just ask all his wives and his children and grandchildren. And
Well, didn't he just recover from heart
Yes, he
surgery?
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
was just
and back on the
dancing
stage.
and on concerts.
Straight back on the stage.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what the condition actually was, but
yeah.
yeah.
But didn't Phil Richards win the gold this morning?
Yep.
Yes. So Phil Richards, also a Titan lifter,
Yeah.
won the gold.
Yep.
And just for people, in case they didn't watch the live stream, I will tell you, Phil Richards is so good that he was actually offered the spot on the British Open team and decided to come to Masters instead. I think not for the least reason that his partner, Michelle Brand, is lifting here.
Yep.
She did an excellent job refereeing for, I think, 2 days, right, Michelle?
Yeah, Michelle's
Yes, Michelle.
been. Yeah.
She's a very fine lifter and also a coach.
Yeah,
There we go, another replace.
Another replace, yeah.
Yeah, Michelle's a fine lifter and a fine powerlifting coach in Scotland. I think, isn't
she
Phil
is.
from Wales, right?
Phil's from Wales. Yes.
From
So
Wales.
they're
I'm smarter than I look. I know this stuff.
opposite corners.
Yes,
It's
but they
13 seconds.
but they get together
What they?
and
I see
Arms
his
not
right
locked.
elbow is a little bit.
Yeah.
this guy is
He
Wow.
is gonna,
So he can't lock his arms.
that's twice.
Yeah.
you know, and I didn't see his sleeve of his shirt raised up.
No,
at
I didn't
all.
either. At this point, they should be trying anything
Right.
to get that arm locked.
I mean, maybe they're having it long to maybe hide the fact that his elbow is a little loose.
Maybe.
But
Well,
then
either way,
the shirt has to be off the elbow anyway,
yeah.
so it's not acceptable if not.
It's
Right, it's right there.
Yeah. Yes, it has to be off of the joint.
yes.
But we did have a situation which this was the world's as well, and it was an American lifter. He'd come all the way to I think it was Tallinn in Estonia,
Oh, okay.
and his arms were really bent, really bad. And we had the conversation. He'd
must-
broken both elbows in an ice skating accident.
Oh.
He used to be an ice hockey player.
There's Jorgen.
Yep,
He's
175.
missed his last, made his first. Let's see if he can get one more in. Okay,
that's
no.
gone, that's gone.
So, right now, and I'm not wishing anyone bad luck, I hope they all make their third attempt. We've got 3 people who made bomb out in the bench press. Now, again, a little powerlifting history. I don't think any of us who were lifting in the 80s ever thought we'd see a time that more people would bomb out in the bench press
No,
than in the
absolutely.
squat.
We used to say, once you got a squat in, you were on the board, you
yeah,
were
exactly.
away.
But,
now
but
it's
the,
when you've got
the-
a bench and a squat in,
but,
you're on the board.
Yeah, but the new generation of bench shirts that a lot of people don't know how to use well
No,
has changed that calculus, and
big time.
it's very often we have more bomb outs in the bench than the squat.
The environment makes a difference as well, Alex.
And
Well,
all right.
Don't know whether it was downward there.
Yeah, he has his shirt
Yeah,
really
yeah.
low, too.
Yeah, it's there.
But 2 and 1, okay, he made it.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I used to use a Fury, which
Yes.
was very, very aggressive off the chest.
Yes, it was.
But it would also squirt it towards your face in
Right.
a second.
Yeah, I switched from a Fury to an F6,
Yeah.
and I really enjoyed the F6. You couldn't get quite as much weight
Yep.
as with a Fury, but you had a lot more control, which I liked.
Well, I've
Because
got
I'm a coward.
I've got a katana.
I don't make any bones about it. I'm a coward. I walk out there to make lifts, not get hurt.
Absolutely. But
You know.
I've got a katana. Since I've gone to that, it's never headed towards my face.
Yes.
But it's if you're talking motor trade terms, and I spent 51 years.
Yes.
The Fury is super turbocharged, and the Katana is normally aspirated.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm using now, a Katana.
Yeah, and it's
And
a long push.
Yes, all
That was a
right.
good lift.
Yeah, good
Very nice. Very nice.
right.
Okay. Came
Now we
back
go to
from missing a
Michael.
second. Michael's made his first two.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll make. Okay, I got to talk to him about his picture too. Just
Michael Coulter.
yeah, I got to talk to him about. For those of you who missed it yesterday, I had a few unkind things to say about some of the pictures on the
Oh,
live
yes.
stream.
You had a few comments that were not very nice.
Not very nice.
Oh, that's out of
I
order.
did speak to the lifters in question, and they actually agreed with me that those are not the best pictures, and so I may have to speak to Michael about his photos.
How did my photo look?
Yours was, of course, beautiful.
Come on.
Oh,
Well,
No,
Oh.
that's,
Okay.
well, of course, it helps when you start out looking really good. You know, some of us start with a handicap already, and then when the picture is not real great, it just makes it worse. So I'm certainly in that.
This
That's
is
a yes. So I
Christian
would say
from
it's
Romania.
good you can only hear my voice and not see what I look like, people.
Right.
Oh, go on with you, Alex.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Big
I always say I look extinguished.
yeah. I look extinct.
Extinguished.
I'm not extinguished.
I figured to say extinguished. Yeah, but
No, I look
extinct.
extinct.
Yeah.
Yes. Forget about the extinguished part. Yeah, I'm not
We got Christian now from Romania,
Yes.
from 200 kilos, and he needs this one.
He
to
needs
stay in.
this.
Yeah. So he's on a bomb at the moment, unless he
Right.
gets this in.
Let's
yeah.
go. Let's root for Christian. All you viewers from Romania at home.
Yeah. People
Let's
power,
hear
join
you.
hands.
Yes.
Send good vibes.
Come on. Bring it down. Get some speed in there. Press.
Touch.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it looks
think
good.
so. Yes, I
Looks
think
good.
so.
Yeah,
Yes.
2-1.
Whoa.
2-1.
The
Mike has given out a lot of twos,
Yeah. He's big
And-
on his lockout.
and I think most of them are lockouts. And
But the,
I can't disagree. A lot of the lockouts have been soft.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that I tell people that I coach. I said,
Right.
don't have a soft lockout with your knees
No.
or your shoulders or your elbows, because then it's up to the referee.
Right.
you've
Okay.
got to bang them in. Of course, the bench shirt tension
We
doesn't
need-
help.
And here's Maxim.
We need to be behind
who
Maxim.
blew away his
He's a-
squats, has not even come close on his two benches.
Yeah. We really need to be behind him.
Yes, phenomenal squats, weren't they?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, and,
Let's
hope
go.
Let's hope he finds it on this one.
well,
Let's pull it in with some speed.
according
Tight.
to this, his opener is 15 kilos more than his PB.
Press. Up, 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 up. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Was he just trying to psych us out?
I think someone adjusted his shirt.
Yeah, he did definitely needed his shirt adjusted.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mike, I wonder what he did.
Mike
He
gave
must
it
have taken
gave
his
it
head
yellow.
off.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. It came up
Yes.
so fast I didn't notice.
I think someone fixed the shirt for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a
Agreed.
big spring in it, I think.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can make that kind of difference.
Right, so that just puts him right back in.
Maybe he asked your coach, Kevin, to fix his shirt.
It's
Because for
right-
sure it wasn't his coach. Because
Right.
his coach was clueless. with
Right back
due
in the
respect
frame
to
now,
the
though.
Russian.
We've got Jason
Yes.
Johnson next. He's got 2 in already, so he's
Yes.
that nice comfortable zone. And he's gone up a circumspect 7.5 kilos.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he's obviously near his limit.
Yes.
What's his
He's,
PP? That was PP is quite a bit higher.
So he's silver right now with,
Yes, PB is quite
if
a bit
he
higher.
receives this.
17.5 kilos
lift.
higher. Okay, well. Of course, as you know,
Press.
Up,
Come on, up, 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 up. Oh, I would
Did he
say a
lock
soft lockout.
very soft.
Three white lights.
okay.
Whoa. Mike
Wow,
thought it was
3
good.
white lights.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
So we've got one more, and then we're into the deadlift.
Yeah.
And Balalta, is that correct?
Daniel Baleta.
Baleta.
He needs this one
this.
too.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Tell Daniel Papers he needs to suspend the competition.
This is the guy that can't straighten his arms, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wide open. Come, Daniel.
Let's go, Daniel. Let's
Well.
get a hard lockout. Let's see what he.
Of course, if he's got some injury or whatever,
Yeah.
can't get the arm locked out.
Yeah, then it's not going to make a difference.
Right, side referees both got hands up. Looks pretty bent from here.
Yeah, it does. He's not getting it.
No?
Just
Whoa.
giving it.
He was not on his chest.
He has lost it. Oh, I don't know if the bar was still. Oh, man. That is so disappointing.
Yes. Well, I think Mike. Am I wrong? It looked like Mike gave him a press command,
Gave
and
him
then
the-
and he wasn't on his chest.
Yeah,
The ball wasn't on his chest. I saw daylight.
I didn't see that.
I saw a lot of daylight.
Right,
It might have been close, but
I'm out for a few moments.
well, it doesn't matter because
Nope.
I think his arm was bent anyway, and he.
I think
know.
Mike, I mean, it definitely looked better.
Yes, it looked better, but still not good. I mean, yeah. I mean, he got 3 lights, 3 red lights, all with the same violation, which says to me that was the violation. When 3 really good referees, and we have 3 really good referees on this platform, when they all agree on the violation, you're done. You are done. That was too bad.
That is too bad.
Too bad. Well, let's see where we're at. Well, it's getting close to my nap time and dinner time.
We have a
I
10,
may have missed
10-minute break until deadlifts.
Okay, so let's see. Well, in the 93s, unless this disaster, Dale McLaurin is just. He's
in a
got
comfortable
that.
lead.
Yeah.
Look at 4th and 5th. And
Yes.
even 3rd.
3rd, 4th, and 5th will be in a battle. 2nd place is pretty much, again, unless there's a disaster. Hansen of Denmark's not that.
So between 4th and 5th, the opening deadlifting count is quite a big difference.
In the 105s, well, the 105s, I don't know how
Why
much
play
the Russian
true?
will deadlift.
Opening attempt is
Not the
280.
Play
same
true
as
for
Michael
joy.
Salters. So right now, it looks like they're. Well, it looks like there's definitely going to be a fight between 1 and 2. I think
Play
Michael
true for respect.
Mike can overcome that 50. Can't overcome that 50
No, but
kilos.
Johnson.
Then there's a huge gap.
Right.
So those are the top 3. But
Play
Jason
true
is
for
certainly
fairness.
within striking distance
For
of the Russian
inclusion.
for the gold.
With pride.
And this is
With
his
courage.
really big
For
lift.
sport.
It's a really big
For
lift.
equity.
The American record
For
holder.
community.
Um,
Play true for life.
Michael's not
So
far
many
behind him,
reasons to
so-
play true. What's yours?
For people who like big deadlifts, as I say, don't know about the Russian, but the 2 Americans have really big deadlifts.
Right.
If you're a fan of big deadlifts like I am, then stay tuned, people. It's gonna be fun when they walk out of the pool.
Okay, I'm gonna step outside and get some fresh air,
Why is everyone leaving?
and I'm gonna go to the
Maybe we should just let people watch the commercials, and I'll go.
このシャツのね最大の特徴は他のシャツと違ってノーギアとフルギアが全く同じ形でできることだと思います。他のシャツは、ノーギアとフルギアで少しアレンジが必要だと思うんですけど、全く同じでできるっていうことで、どんな方でも使うことができるんじゃないかと思います。そしてもう一つね決定的に違うポイントがあります。このシャツはトップよりボトムの方が軽く感じることができます。普通はトップが軽くボトムが重くなるはずなんですけど、スムーズにボトムまで、重さを感じずにできることができるので、より、重い重量が扱うことができるんじゃないかと思います。
Hi, it's Mick back again. We're just under a minute now away from starting the deadlift. And George Parker will be the first one up. He's coming out on 205 kilos. Got some pretty impressive deadlifts in this set. And we're 30 seconds away now. And we got Alex is just taking his seat again. It's quite a short break in between each discipline now because we've got two groups. So it's a mandatory 10-minute break, which is enough time for a comfort stop.
George Walker, you ready?
And we're good to go.
Okay, George Parker of South Africa. He is opening up at about 450 pounds, 205 kilos. Didn't seem to have a problem with that. Went
Pretty
up
good, didn't
nicely,
it?
yes.
You probably noticed that Alex tends to think in pounds and convert it to kilos probably. I tend to work the other way. So
Yeah, sure.
it's quite an easy calculation.
Yes.
It keeps your brain active.
Yeah, well.
We've got 250 kilos on the bar now.
Well, you
for
sort of have
Daniel.
to because in the United States we use pounds, but since all our competitions are in kilos, you sort of have to be able to.
Yeah. I've warmed up at your competitions in pounds. And had to do the
I know.
calculation.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
And
Just keeps you on your toes.
yeah.
It's a
All
nice
right,
easy one
nice
for
lift for Daniel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
3 white lines.
well, and also being on the U.S. coaching the U.S. team, one of the things, or the team or the NAPF team, a lot of the lifters, if you say, all right, let's go up to 250, they'll say, what does that mean? So I have to tell them in pounds where I want to take their next attempt.
And then know what they're up against.
Right. And they go, yeah, okay. And then I have to turn it into the official score in kilos. So
yeah, we got Mitsueso in Japan for 225 deadlift on his opener. Just psyching the bar out. Conventional, semi-sumo lifter. And up it goes.
okay.
But pretty solid. And the referee's 2-1. So Mike didn't feel he was locked out.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
I thought his lockout was a little soft.
It was soft.
Okay.
I mean,
It's a
I
little
think.
difficult with the sumo styles.
Well, I think really this whole session we've seen